Hariom students and welcome back to the ATL class. We have started Tinkercad in the previous class only, and today we are going to continue the Tinkercad only. In the previous class we understood how to make a basic circuit and run it and to see the working of the circuit. Today we are going to do the next project based on the temperature sensor. So that you see here is called temperature sensor, and it has got three pins. One is called power pin, one is output pin, and one is ground pin. Power pin and ground pin are just to give the power to this sensor, and output pin is the pin through which this sensor can give the reading or the recording of the temperature to the Arduino. So through output pin it can give the reading, or it can tell the temperature to the Arduino, and Arduino can read out, and that can be displayed also. So today we are going to use this sensor, and we'll see how to connect it with the Arduino, how to program it with the Arduino, and how to make a project based on the temperature sensor called LM35, that is the temperature sensor name, IC name. So for this we are taking the help of a temperature sensor with three pins, two different LEDs, one Arduino board and one breadboard, and rest will be just connecting wires. So main components are these three only, that is LEDs, temperature sensor and breadboard along with the Arduino. So you need to adjust your components according to the number of components you have, and always practice that how the circuit can be made so that it look good also and it should work also. So both things are equally important. So very first we can insert this temperature sensor on the breadboard, and we have to remember that when we insert the component, the pins of the component, same component should be on the horizontal points, not on the vertical points on the breadboard. So we can adjust the two different LEDs and the sensor at some distance. It is your choice how you maintain the distance. And very first what is to be done, we'll try to connect the temperature sensor, and before that let's give different color to the LED so that we can differentiate the two different LEDs. Why I'm taking different colors, that will come to know at the end of the class. So one I've taken yellow and one I've taken white LED, and one temperature sensor and Arduino board, that is Arduino Uno and breadboard. So let's start making the circuit. So very first how to connect it we need to understand here. So the temperature sensor has got three pins. One is power pin, one is ground pin, and one is output pin. So power pin will be connected with plus 5 volt. So we have plus 5 volt on the Arduino board that you can see, and that will go to the power of the temperature sensor. So either you connect the wire directly or you connect the wire from one to other points on the breadboard, it is your choice. So you can see I have connected the power pin of the temperature sensor with the 5 volt, and I am giving the red color so that we will remember that is red color is for 5 volt. Okay, so you can see this is now ground, and this ground will go to ground of the temperature sensor. So the left pin is power pin, and the right pin is your ground pin. So on the same vertical line we can connect the wire, and then this ground wire can be connected there on the same line. So that is, you have to see how I'm connecting the wire. All the vertical points are connected, but the vertical points on the upper portion of the breadboard and lower portion of the breadboard are not so connected. That's why in between the breadboard I am connecting the wire also, so that the points can get connected. So now both the vertical lines, that is for power and ground, are connected from top to bottom. Now this is our output pin, and for output pin we have to select any one of the analog pin of the Arduino. So A0 to A5, any one you can select. So I'm taking A0, and whatever pin you select here, the same pin should be there in the programming also. So I'm connecting A0, so I'll write down A0 in the programming also. So output is connected with A0. So we have to connect the analog pin of the Arduino, because the temperature recorded by the sensor will be in different values, and that's why we go for analog. We will not select the digital pins for the temperature sensor. Now for LED we have to define one pin. So we have to connect one LED with one pin, second LED with second pin or point of the Arduino board. So anode is always connected with the pin number, that is digital pins, and cathode can be connected with the ground directly. So that is we have to remember. LED we always connect positive of the LED or positive leg of the LED we connect with the digital pin of the breadboard. Negative of the LED, that is cathode, will go to the ground of the Arduino. So you can see I have connected the anode of both the LED with pin number 2 and 3 separately. So you can see yellow is with the pin number 2 and white is with pin number 3. Now since we have connected with pin number 2 and 3, the LEDs will not tolerate the voltage, because that will be 5 volt output by the Arduino board. So sorry for this. That's why in between we must connect the resistor also. So here I have selected a resistor, and that resistor we can connect with the negative of the LED very first. So between the Arduino and LED, one resistor should be connected, so that the LED will be safe and will not get damaged. And for each one LED we can select one resistor. So you can see I have connected the resistor of how much value, 220 ohm. So that you have to select. In both the case the value should be 220, 200 to 300 in between, and that should be ohm, omega symbol. That is sufficient for LED, that is it will not get damaged. Now these two resistors are connected with the negative of LED 1 and now this resistor should go to the negative only, because overall the LED should go from positive to negative. So what we can do, we can connect here. So here we know black wire is for ground only, that is connected with the ground of the temperature sensor. So on the same vertical line of the black wire we can connect the ground of resistor also, that is the resistor can also be connected with the ground point here. So you can see how we can do the connection on the breadboard. So black wire is basically the ground wire, and from breadboard only we can connect the resistor with the help of the wire. So I hope you understood the connection. Both the resistors are connected with the ground wire, black wire, you can see, with each other. So that is the only circuit we have. Circuit part is done. Now we'll see how to do the programming with the help of the code. So now you can see I have done the programming for this circuit. So very first I have defined the pins, that is LED Y, LED W and LM. So LED Y, W and LM are just the names given to LEDs and the sensor. So for yellow, pin number 2, white pin number 3, and for the sensor I have given the name LM A0. So A0 pin we have connected, that's why it is there. Now next thing we know, out of these three components, that is two LEDs and one sensor, the sensor is the input component, because it will record the value from the atmosphere and then it will give the value to the Arduino. So for the Arduino it is input, but LEDs are the output, that we know. So pin mode LM is input and LEDs are output, one by one you can see. And serial dot begin 9600, the meaning of this line is, since we are trying to see the value of the temperature on the screen, for that we have to start a communication. So serial dot begin 9600 is just to start a communication, that is communication between the Arduino we can say and the system we have, the monitor, so that we can see the value on the screen. So that is why it is required. So 9600 is also called baud rate, it is just the speed of communication. Then we have main programming, you can see float LM_V is equal to analog read LM. So small LM is the name I have given for the sensor, so it is coming again and again and it should not change. Now the meaning of first line is we are giving the command to the Arduino to read the value from the sensor and then store this value in another variable called LMV. So I've given another variable name LMV where the value will be stored, and then next line is temperature is equal to LMV multiplied by 500 divided by 1023. This is just a formula to convert the temperature into degree Celsius. So whatever temperature is recorded will be converted into degree Celsius. Now after this I want this temperature to be shown on the screen, that is to be printed on the screen. For that we are using serial.print and within bracket and inverted comma temperature is equal to, then serial.print temperature and then serial.print degree Celsius. So all these things will be printed and delay of 1000. So first you see the value, then I'll let you know the meaning of all the lines. So now you can see in the very first it is writing temperature, then equal to, then temperature value and then degree Celsius. So that is how I have given the command. Very first it should write down temperature, the word, then it should write down equal to, that is the print serial.print temperature equal to, then it should print the value of temperature, it's printing, then after the temperature it should write down degree Celsius and then it should change the lines after every second. So that is the meaning of line. Every 1 second it will change the line, it will show you the next value also. And we can also change the temperature. You can see by the slider that comes on the sensor, we can move it left and right and you can see the change in temperature also. So 124, 124 something, that is the maximum temperature, and if you move it left hand side then the temperature will decrease. So in reality it's not measuring the temperature of the atmosphere, but we can change its value by the slider we have. I hope you understood this part, and now we'll see how to control these two LEDs with the help of the same temperature sensor. Now we are trying to control two different LEDs with the help of the temperature sensor. What we are going to do, we are having two different color of LED. So we'll decide a particular temperature and we'll program it such that if the temperature will be more than that, one color of LED should glow, and if the temperature is less than that defined temperature, then other color of LED should glow. So below a particular temperature and above a particular temperature, the different color of LED will glow, and for this we are using the condition if and else. So you can write down if and then start a small bracket, and then within the bracket write down temperature greater than 50. So this I have decided, you can decide any temperature. Then if the temperature is greater than 50 means 50 degrees Celsius, then I want that is digital write LED Y high. So LED Y is the yellow LED we have connected with pin number 2. So according to the program, if the temperature will be more than 50 degrees Celsius, yellow LED will glow, but digital write LED W low. So white LED will remain off. So with the help of the LED, we can find out how much is the temperature, that is the range of temperature. So I hope you understood this line. If the temperature is more than 50 degrees Celsius, then yellow LED should be on, white LED should be off. So once you start a bracket, close the bracket, and then else, then else means the other way, means if the temperature will be less than 50, then what should be done? So it is understood, we are going to reverse it, that is if the temperature will be less than 50, then I want white LED to be on. So LED W is high, and I want yellow LED to be off. So digital write, just see in the right W is capital, rest are small letters. So LED Y low. So you can see the name LED Y W is same which I have defined, so you cannot change it. So once you have given a name to a particular component, you have to follow the same name throughout the program, otherwise error will come. And once you start a bracket, close the bracket, you can see after void loop there is one bracket starting and that is closing at the bottom. After if command, one bracket is started and that was closed before else, and after else another bracket started and that got also closed after the else is completed. So that is how program has to be done properly, and everything has the importance, otherwise it will not run properly, it will not be a valid program. So now let's run and just see which LED will glow and how much will be the temperature. And I can see the yellow LED is glowing, and let's see the temperature, and you can see temperature is how much, 74 degrees Celsius. So you can see the temperature is 24, which is more than 50 degree, and according to my program, if the temperature is more than 50, then yellow color should be on, and you can see yellow is on and white is off. Now let's change the temperature and we can see, we'll see how will it change. So this side the temperature will increase only, so it will remain more than 50, so yellow will remain on, you can see. And now let's go other side and decrease the temperature, and let's see if the white color of LED will glow. So this is 67 degree, 60 degree, 51, and now 51, 51, 45 degrees Celsius. Now you can see. So with the decrease in temperature, that is less than 50 degree, and I can see white is glowing and yellow is not glowing now. So that is how we have programmed also. And in practical also this is possible. When you program it, it will work the same way, and with the help of two different LEDs, you can see. Now you can see temperature is very high, more than 50, yellow LED, temperature is less than 50, white LED, and here we are changing the temperature, but in practical the sensor will record the temperature automatic from the atmosphere, and accordingly LED can change the color, or different LED can glow. So that is how we can make one project. So for today it's done. Just try it yourself and then just see what else can be done. You can modify the circuit and you can modify the program also. So thank you for today. Hari Om. Take care. Be at home.